Walked in carrying all my failures, trying hard to hide the pain. Sunday songs were filling up the room, but my heart felt far away. Everybody looked so certain, hands lifted high without restraint, while I stood there barely breathing underneath the weight of shame. I had prayers I stopped believing, dreams I buried long ago, and every scar I tried to cover still refused to let me go. I thought maybe I was hopeless, too far gone to be redeemed. But then the worship started rising, and mercy started reaching me. 'Cause love has a way of finding the hearts that think they're too far gone. Grace ran to me, right into the middle of my brokenness, when I thought the darkness won and there was nothing left. Grace ran to me when my faith was barely breathing. Mercy pulled me from the wreckage and called me redeemed. You didn't wait for perfection, you met me where I was, and suddenly the chains that held me couldn't hold me anymore. Grace ran to me. Oh, grace ran to me. There was a woman near the altar, hands trembling while she prayed, and beside her stood a tired old father who looked worn down from years of pain. Then the choir started singing louder, and the whole room joined as one. Broken people lifting hallelujahs underneath the Father's love. And suddenly I felt a changing, like heaven breaking through the fear. All the lies that once controlled me started losing power there. 'Cause grace doesn't wait for perfect, it meets you where you are. And healing starts the moment you stop hiding every scar. 'Cause no soul is too wounded for the cross to heal tonight. Grace ran to me in the middle of my questions, in the middle of the fire, when my hope was barely hanging on and I couldn't see the light. Grace ran to me storm didn't disappear instantly, and some wounds still ache today. But grace gave me a new beginning and strength enough to keep the faith. 'Cause peace is deeper than emotions, and hope is strong